practice of heartfulness helps bring about moderation in our actions, brings in balanced thinking, helps us come out with fresh perspectives every day in our day-to-day situations.
If you meditate on the heart, you develop the ability to put your heart in what you do.
It's helped me in focusing on my goal, setting up priorities, more and more things have become clearer.
It brings nice feeling of oneness to me.
There's so much ease and it's so simple that anyone can do it anywhere, anytime.
I've been practicing heartfulness meditation since I was 16. The last decade or so has been nothing short of a metamorphosis. The one thing that I treasure most about this entire experience is how I've become so self-aware.
It has allowed me to be more clear and really manage the constant change of context that I operate in, the personal life that I go through, and the constant grind that one is always looking to catch up with.
One of the standout elements of this practice is silencing the mind to create expanded consciousness.
What started as a simple need for de-stressing individuals evolved into being a productivity tool, a tool for infusing compassion into organizations, for creating self-awareness in professionals, at the same time trying to bring about a qualitative improvement in the outcome of the goals of organizations.
This ability to self-improvise has helped me and empowered me to lead with a clear sense of purpose and draw inspiration and passion in everything I do, which in itself is very contagious to people who work with me.
And we have run these programs in about 700 companies with impacting about 30,000 professionals in India itself.
In the Silicon Valley, impacted organizations such as Google, Oracle, where initially it was an individualistic approach, which eventually translated into being embraced by different offices and locations of these organizations, to an extent where now these organizations have permanent locations or spots for employees to practice heartfulness meditation on a daily basis.
Heartfulness has enabled the leaders to perceive an expansion in their own consciousness. In the process, they have become more sensitive, more empathetic, more socially responsible, which in turn has helped their businesses become more sustainable, healthy, agile, and respected.
A number of students have in fact come to me and said how pleasant the experience was. And in response, I have always encouraged them to continue to remain fidel to that path, to do a minimum of 20 minutes of meditation every morning. And most of them who have stuck with it have always come out with positive results. Second, whenever we introduce this in an audience of young people, or even for that matter practicing managers, there's a great deal of enthusiasm. And I think this is a wonderful thing. This needs to be encouraged.
I have been using the heartfulness meditation technique now for close to 17 years. And I've realized that over this practice, there have been a lot of changes inside of me which have made me a better person, a better manager, and eventually a better professional. So heartfulness meditation really works in a very holistic way.
How do I take the best decision keeping everything in balance? This requires an exemplary balance of all the four quadrants: the mind, body, heart, and the spirit. Towards this end, heartfulness really gives that inner centeredness and, most important, the resultant inspiration to be extremely authentic on a sustainable basis.
Heartfulness meditation should be taken up by every organization, because in the long run, while we are out there for growing the organization for wealth creation, for the welfare of its investors and its shareholders, it is also important that we build an ecosystem with like-minded associates who contribute in its growth, not only from an organizational perspective, but building an ecosystem inclusive of its customer base.
We invite you wholeheartedly to try Heartfulness meditation, and we hope you will benefit as much from it as we have.